What's up, fam? I am here to talk with you open and honestly about a recent meltdown that this daddy had. Not proud of it at all. This channel is about family. This channel is about open and honest conversations surrounding the challenges that we're going through as parents, specifically surrounding what it's like for us to be raising a child with ADHD while me being a parent with ADHD. We've had a whole string of weeks of really challenging days. Earlier last week, we just had like 3 or 4 days where it was one thing after another. And it was like destructive things. So like breaking stuff. Cora got into nail polish. She snuck and grabbed mommy's purse and hid it under her own bed without us knowing. And then at bedtime, I came back from going for a run. And I was like, what's that smell? It smells like nail polish. And immediately I was like, oh no. So I opened the door to Cora's bedroom, and her hands are covered in nail polish. Her feet are covered in it. It's all over the carpet. It's on the wall. A few nights before that, she snuck out of her room. Well, here's the crazy part, that we had put a gate up in her doorway, one of those baby gates up in her doorway during nap time or bedtime at night to hopefully prevent stuff like this from happening. But she snuck out of her room somehow, like the little ninja that she is, and found mommy's makeup. And she's done stuff like this before, but she's always put it on her face because she said that she wants to look pretty like mommy. But this time she took it and painted a mural all over the wall in her closet. Those are just some small examples. Last night, I heard this scraping sound, and I went into the room and found her with a toy. It's a little Jack doll from the new Incredibles 2 movie. It was one of the Happy Meal toys from McDonald's, because we got them chicken nuggets the other night. But it was this little toy that she was using the top of it. The head is kind of pointy, and she was quite literally digging grooves out of the wall in her windowsill. Earlier last week, I lost my cool and I exploded. And Daddy was yelling and screaming. I, in my rage, pulled everything out of her room. Everything out of her closet. Everything. There are no toys in there. Nothing. The only things that are allowed to be in her room right now are her bed, and she has this little stuffed raccoon named Rowan. Those are the only things that she can have in there, because anything can become a weapon of mass destruction. After things cooled down, I started to think a little more clearly and realized that I had made a big mistake in responding the way that I responded. That is not the type of daddy that I want to be. That's not the type of human being that I want to be. I oftentimes feel like I should be able to keep my cool better than anybody else. Because, firstly, Cora and I are on the same page here. We both struggle with ADHD, and I'm the adult who struggled with it for decades longer. I've got a better understanding of what the challenges are. She's 5 years old. So I was pretty ashamed, and so I went back in and sat down with her, and I gave her a hug and a kiss, and I explained, destroying things around the house is not showing love or respect to mommy and daddy or your sister. But then I flipped the camera on myself, so to speak, and I said, but you know what, daddy yelling at you, that's not showing love or respect either, and I'm really sorry, and I love you. This behavior isn't okay, but I love you. So we laid there and we snuggled for a little bit, and I want to make sure that any correction or discipline that takes place, I always loop it back around to love and respect. I want her to understand, and I posted this on Facebook, this whole vent similar to what I'm doing right now on Facebook, and I got some really good responses. People were really encouraging and just really lifted me. But I want to make sure that she knows that I'm here to teach her, not break her. I'm here to walk with her, not to lord over her. I want her to understand that I see her as a person, not as a thing to be ruled. I mean, she's my daughter. She's my little princess. And this is a challenge, guys. This is really hard. But I wanted just to be real with you guys. Let you know that, boy, I lost my cool. I lost my stuff. I'd love to hear from you. What are some of the things that are challenging you? Or better yet, when you're feeling the most challenged, when you're feeling like you're teetering on that edge of just losing it, what do you do? What do you do? I try to drop and do push-ups when I'm feeling really angry. That helps sometimes. But anyway, you guys are awesome. I love you. Share in the comments, please. We want to hear from you. We did a recent trip to the Funko headquarters in Everett. Check that out. I'll post a link up above. And I would love for you to check out the Funko figures in the description and pick one up for yourself because they're great. A lot of fun. You can geek out with us. Love you. We'll talk to you soon. Deuces.